Hi everyone! Today we are going to share what the gnostic doctrine teaches us about a very interesting topic that is called the three fundamental forces of the universe, which are sound, light and heat. We are going to analyze what these forces are, what these forces represent inside us and outside us. We are going to analyze what practices we can do, we can put in action so as to integrate with them, and in general we are going to tell many things about it. First of all, the first force of the universe is called sound. Everything that has life produces a sound. So a person, so as to integrate him or herself with sound, should produce or listen to harmonious sounds. For example, music. A person that listens to harmonious music is integrated with this force. For example, it could be classical music, traditional music, or whatever provokes us harmony. For example, if we listen to heavy metal, maybe after that we are stressed and we don't have so much harmony. The second aspect of sound that we could integrate ourselves with has to do with what we say, the word. It is said in the esotericism that an initiate really takes care of what he or she says. An initiate prefers to say less and do more than say more and do less. And it is more than that, even more. We should try always to tell the truth, even if it's not so convenient for us. Try not to say lies. Try to be an honest person. The third aspect of sound that we can integrate with has to do with chakras, because chakras have to do with vocalization. We can vocalize some mantrams, some sounds, some vowels, so as to activate these chakras. What we can do, for example, a person that pronounces the mantram O like this, O, and puts his concentration to the heart, because this mantram corresponds to the heart chakra that awakens within us intuition. And there are many more abilities, hypersensitive abilities, that can be awakened throughout vocalization. The second force of the universe is called light. Light outside us provokes us happiness and shows us the way how to move in this world. The same happens internally. Light, internal light, has to do with comprehension, because comprehension gives us the opportunity to know what to do, what decisions to make, how not to make errors, and everything that has to do with that. What we can do to have internal light? We can, first of all, try to put in action some special practices so as to awaken our consciousness. What does it mean? In fact, this will be a topic of another video, but just to make an introduction, awakening our consciousness means that we manage to live the moment, live the present, not live in the past, neither in the future. And the person that lives in the present, first of all, is much more happier, and does not make errors, does not make mistakes. The second thing that we can do to incarnate internal light is to meditate. Imagine a person that meditates, closes his or her eyes, puts all his or her concentration to the internal part, empties the mind, and comes in contact with the spirit. Imagine this person can little by little incarnate internal light and be able to take correct decisions. The third aspect of that has to do with the reflection. A person that reflects, for example, how was my day, what did I do well or what did I do bad, what is life, what is death, what can I do to be happier, what can I do to make the others happier. All these questions, which correspond to a superior mind, does not correspond to something that, for example, a mind that tells us, what am I going to do with this? This is a huge problem, I cannot do it. It's not this type of mind, it's something superior that we try to find response, but we are calm, we're not stressed when we reflect. So with all these ways, we can have harmony with this aspect, with this second power of the universe. And the third force, the third power of the universe is called heat. Heat has to do with reproduction. We all know that for a baby to come in life, we should reach a specific temperature, and this of course has to do with sexual energy. So in order to be in harmony with this force, we have to try to administrate correct sexual energy. We have to transmute this energy and try to convert it to something superior. In every civilization, this practice was known with many different names, but for example, it was known as alchemy, or like pranayama in ancient Egypt, which are some exercises, some practices that combine respiration and imagination. For example, let's give a simple example of what would be transmutation of the energy. For example, we can breathe in deeply and imagine the energy raising through our vertebral column until our brain. If we repeat it many times and many days, and we make it part of our lives, we can manage to transmute this energy. The second part that we should or that we could apply has to do with health, because this third force of the universe has to do also with health. What we can do for that is try to use much more natural medicine and try to have contact with nature, because a person that has a frequent contact with nature is much harder to get sick. It's much easier to be healthy. And try to use natural medicine, fresh food, herbs, natural herbs, and many things that nature provides us so as not to be sick, so as to be healthy. So this was a small introduction about these fundamental forces of the universe. Thank you very much for watching this video. We hope that this will be helpful for you. And stay tuned, because we are going to make many more videos about different topics of the esoterism.